Consider this video an ode to the Sony FX6. Hey everyone, my name is Julian. I'm a traveling DP and director, mostly working in the doc space, but over the years I've done plenty of commercial and corporate work. You name it, I've probably shot it. And today I just wanted to give a little appreciation to the Sony FX6 after well over 5 years of use. These cameras have been the center of my kit for the last 5 years, and they've really done everything from me. A ton of documentaries, both domestically and internationally, tons of travel, different weather conditions, countless corporate videos, and even some commercials. And actually, we just wrapped a 21-day feature documentary on the FX6s that's going to be in theaters next year. So as most of us know, this has been one of the most popular cameras in the doc space over the last 5 years, and there's really no slowing up of the momentum, right? Like, we're still working with these cameras every day. 5 years ago, when I got the cameras and I started putting them on jobs, I really remember them just clicking into place. The full frame autofocus, the newest generation of Sony color science, all of these things made my life easier and just consistently better. Before the A7S III, before the FX6, before the FX9, the Sony FS7, the C300 Mark III, the dynamic range of those cameras and sort of the color science of those cameras were very much a lesser tiered than the Arri Alexa and even the Red Dragon back then. And so there was this bigger gap between the higher end cameras like the Arri and the Red and the Sony and the Canon. And when the A7S III came out, the FX6 and FX9, these newer generation of Sony cameras, separation shrunk big time. All of a sudden, everybody had access to a much higher quality image. The FS7 wasn't necessarily the cleanest camera in the world, and when these cameras came out, it was a super clean image, not only at 800, but at 12,800 as well. But at 800 specifically, it's so clean that you could underexpose the image by a half stop or a stop, really protect your highlights, push the mids up in post, and the image would just perceive to have that much more dynamic range because it is so clean. And I have to give credit, major credit, to Joel Famularo from Phantom LUTs, who I remember when we all got FX6s and he was like, hey, I just made the LUTs for the FX6 and I think it's one of the best images out there minus the Alexa. And he made Arri emulation LUTs for the FX6 that emulated and matched the Alexa. And it was like everybody had access to that image. That desire for like, ooh, I need an Alexa or something like that was kind of washed away when these came out. I don't see something that's about to come out that will revolutionize the image quality that these can provide. I've only barely sent things in for repair over the years, and they're kind of my own doing. I remember I dropped a bag that had the camera in it and cracked the top handle, which is made out of plastic, sent it in. They sent me a new one. There's a couple notable things that happen, like this front scroll wheel. Eventually, it kind of starts to malfunction, like you scroll up and it's scrolling all over the place, but you have the handle joystick as a backup. This top handle, the paint kind of chips. For me, there's nothing much else to report on the camera. They just have been so good and worked. Looking to the future, what would I want to see out of an FX6 Mark II? It's a camera I certainly look forward to, but I don't know if I'll just go out and pre-order 2 of them to replace these because I don't know what my work's going to look like. And I'm kind of really enjoying using smaller cameras to get into places faster than ever before. And so I think I can keep these for when I need them, but then lean on even smaller cameras to sort of just get into stuff I want to pursue moving forward, like travel, adventure, documentary type stuff. Wish lists for the FX6 Mark II in no particular order. Putting the XLRs and a 3/8 inch audio jack on the body. You know, when this came out, that was one immediate gripe with the camera, is that you don't have XLR unless you have the top handle. We got over it, right? We built this, you know, build the rigs as is, but it would be really nice to have like an all metal top handle and have XLRs on the body like the FS5 used to have. Also a 3/8 jack would be nice to plug in any type of microphone. Honestly, I think the image quality is absolutely good enough. Of course, I would welcome a little bit more dynamic range, a couple different base ISOs, because 800 and 12,800 is a big jump. I personally would really welcome open gate. I think they need to in the next generation of cameras, especially because Canon and some of the other cameras like Fuji do it. Obviously, we're all shooting stuff that also goes on social media, and so that extra screen real estate could really help. And finally, maybe just a better quality viewfinder. The stock viewfinder that came with the FX6, it was usable. I've used it by itself before plenty of times, but it just isn't as good as other manufacturers' stock viewfinder. I've done some recent things to my kit. I've added the bright tangerine top plate with this bracket that sort of braces the top handle. It's kind of breathed new life into the camera for me, actually. It's giving extra strength to the top handle, which is something I felt like it needed. I've moved to 5-inch monitors on the cameras. It's just, I feel like it fits the camera better. That pretty much wraps it up. I just wanted to show some love to the Sony FX6 after all these years. Share your story with the FX6 in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next one.